Here we are, part two. So if you have not seen part one, go watch part one and then come back and watch part two. For all the videos, if you see a part two, watch that part one first. So, but I'm just going to start where we stopped off at. But it's like karma is coming back and they hitting somebody for the lies that they told, you know? And this is not, it's like on every which way they getting hit because they told this big lie that they didn't even have to say. They didn't even have to say this, but they did. So karma is slapping them every single which way but loose. Especially the one that they need the most is the same one that walked away. Now this is the same person that's in regret because they realize who they dealing with. And the person they're dealing with is not a nice person at all. Hey, Shaylin. Part two, here we go. Right. You know, somebody sitting here looking at you, looking at you be happy. Looking at you looking like you got everything that you could possibly want or need. And this person is sitting here thinking about how they was acting toward you, treating you, acting like some type of maniacal asshole, you know? Like they couldn't get enough. You know, like they're going for some fucking award or some shit like that. Now they sitting here and then on top of that, it's almost like it took them a minute to realize why you even just quietly went the fuck away. It's like they just didn't get it. Like they were so busy still lying to themselves because they was lying about you. And then when everything started collapsing around them, finally somebody had to tell them why you don't fuck with them. It's not because you mean, it's not because you rude, it's because this person was an asshole to you. So in order for you to have balance, you have to pull back from them because they're not healthy for you. Mm-hmm. Yeah, somebody thinking about all them different times that they, or had these little different plans to try and just see how they could get underneath your skin. They was doing this on purpose, trying to see how they can aggravate you and agitate you, as if somebody liked that shit. Now it's like that somebody else is doing that to them and they don't like it. Well, you don't want somebody to be an asshole to you. Don't be an asshole to somebody else. Mm-hmm. Yeah, see, this little witch, I'm telling you that she trying to cook up something because it ain't worked yet. She's still trying to cook this shit up, and it's still shit ain't gonna work. It's still not gonna work, And she's trying to cook something up now. She's panicking because she know that her shit to keep shit under wraps or whatever, and to keep shit off balance. That power is waning. That power is waning. It's like people are waking up to the truth. Okay, everybody's waking up to the truth. And these ancestors, these spirit guides are helping people wake up to the truth. Yes. And guess what? It's almost like spirit is it's like there's some type of communication, some type of major type of communication, something that comes from the top. This is some type of message that comes from the top, like a directive. And this is like a no fucking joke directive. And this is talking about, this is the person who got the power. I got the power. It's getting kind of hectic. It's getting. Yes, that's the song I'm hearing. They're saying this the one who got the power. You know? It's like, I don't know if it's somebody's ancestor, somebody's spirit guide, somebody, but somebody letting it be known somebody got the power. Ooh, my ears bother me. Not bother me. It just started itching all of a sudden. Well, howdy. I don't know why I just heard that. Hey, stranger. Somebody's talking about you. It's like they want you to remember how strong this bond is. Like you owe somebody some type of duty or something like that. But really, it's almost like, I feel like you have some type of position. Yeah. You're being seen that you hold some type of position. Because it's almost like you God is being letting everybody see that, you know what, you completed this, you graduated, and this is God's stamp of approval of who you are. Okay, you get some type of position, and everybody sees it's because you don't back down from the truth, and you're not putting up with no bullshit. Yeah, you don't back down from the truth. It's like somebody, they've been doing something for so long, and they've been trying for something for so long, but this time it doesn't work. It doesn't work. You stepped in, it was like a new sheriff in town. You was able to control that ugly ass beast. Yes. You said who the ringleader was, who the fool was. The top fool. Yep. And you brought balance to the whole, like this whole future of something. This is like, looking forward, looking in the future. It's like somebody single-handedly brought balance or something. What's the message? Yeah, you did something. Oh. Something is going back around. Not the way that somebody had hoped or planned. Not at all. Because they thought that they was going to like do something and then disappear, and leave. Like they was going to be able to accomplish something, move like a stealth in the night, and then be able to leave and travel, and they're not leaving no tracks. But see, the plan was foiled. The plan was foiled because of some information that came out, something that they didn't anticipate, they didn't look at, they didn't see. And what they didn't see was the fact that you were not like everybody else. Once again, you were that one that was different. They was used to everybody else being the same, but you was different, and on top of that, you protected. You was protected. They can't get to you. So now this person is panicking because they know they out in the cold. Hey, Miss Pretty Girl Swag. They know they out in the cold. And they need you. They need you. This could be, at work. I'm telling you, they're gonna try and give you some type of invitation. Mm-hmm. Yes, because right now you're very balanced, and they want to see if they can control a certain situation to make it and create a certain situation to make it seem like, oh, you've done this before in the past, and blah 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 blah. Mm-mm. No. What's the message? I don't care if they're trying to get you to do whatever. I'm telling you, they're gonna try and, hey, hey Marsha, girl, let's do the. Hey Nana, hey Marsha, let's do the girl. Come on, it'll be so much fun. I always wanted to do this, and it's just to get you off balance. Because they know that you get ready to get something big. Yes, they know that you are. It's almost like you get ready to get something big that's going to put you in a really good position. Like they owe you something, like this company or something is going to give you this new position. Yes. And that's going to lead to you meeting, maybe your other half, your better half, or whatever. Yes. So do not do it. It's like those witches, how they can smell it. They can smell newness coming to you. You know how, like, if not your next door neighbor, but the neighbor next door to them is barbecuing, you don't necessarily smell it when they light the charcoal and they let the charcoal burn down. And as soon as they put the meat on, you don't necessarily smell it. But when they open up that grill and they go to turn that meat over, and that air hits and that smell hits the air, that's when you smell it. See, your blessing is almost here. Okay, so they picked it, they put the lid of the grill up, and they turned the meat over, and that's when the witches like, oh my gosh, no, there's getting ready to be some good juju. There's getting ready to be some goodness to come over to the collective. We got to do something. We got to stop that. Get the water. Let's try and put this shit out. Let's try and put this shit out. You get the water. You get the fire hose. I'm gonna get the fire extinguisher. We're gonna do something. You know. What's the message? What else? Yeah, somebody's been working on something. They are determined. This could be something at work too. They're working on something. I'm telling you, they want you to. It's almost like they want to get you drunk. So you're off balance. It's almost like they want to get you drunk, so you're off balance. And because it's like they want to dull your defenses. They want to dull that connection that you have with spirit. Yeah, they do. They want to dull that connection that you got with spirit. So I just say, don't do it. Yeah, tell them, hey, you know what? You're not going to be able to make it. You are not going to be able to make it. You don't owe any explanation. No, it's a complete sentence. Because trust me, if you accept that invitation, they already got something planned for you. You accept that invitation, you are going to regret every part of it. Sasha says the same thing. She said some more too. I agree with you, girl. You heard her. You will regret that shit. I know. I'm letting them know what you're saying. I'm in case not trying to say that nobody else can speak Rhodesian Ridgeback. I just happen to. So, bottom of the deck. This is what they want for you. A loss. But instead, you're going to get a victory. And that's what they want is a victory. Because they think that all of a sudden, if they extend some type of offer, they include you in something that they already was trying to do, that they're going to get the victory. But it's not gonna happen because you're gonna claim justice because you already see the conflict. So you're gonna be able to diplomatically let them know, oh, you know what? I promised myself that I was gonna pre-thread my needles that night in case I need to use them within the coming 6 months. Also, I said that I was going to polish the bottom of my pots from my pot and pan set that I got from 1970s. So that can still stay looking as new as possible. So I would have loved to have attended. I'm going to be so busy, So that means the little plan that they envision, going forward, that's going to be foiled. That shit ain't happening. Especially because you're going to tell them, nah, I'm good. Because, you have this new opportunity coming to you, a money-making opportunity coming to you. And your logic is telling you, stay on your own path. Do your own thing. That's what logic is telling you. And if it's not, it should be. What's the message? What's the message? Thank you. Yeah. Yep. The truth. You already have everything that you need. So why risk it? You already have everything that you need. So why risk it? You're about to get a wish fulfillment right here. So why risk it? Just stay on the path that you're on. Stay to yourself. Do your own thing. I'm telling you, you're about to be celebrating soon because people are going to see how mature you are. This is why you're going to get this opportunity because someone's going to see you are the best choice. You're very logical. You're very independent in thought, and they're going to see that, you know what? You've always done that. You've always been very independent, responsible, good work ethic, everything. I'm telling you, somebody's going to make you a job offer that's going to put you up the ranks. It's going to increase your pockets. So you're going to look back on this day and you're going to be so happy that you said, no, you good. You don't need no new friends, especially when you turn down this little collaboration that these people were trying to do. Okay, that was like it was a test. That was a test. And you know what? You passed the test with flying colors. Sometimes it is better just to stay alone than it is to be part of the crowd. You're getting good karma. You pass some tests. Sometimes it is just to stay alone than it is to be part of the crowd. You're going to get a message that I feel like they're going to move you. They're going to take you to it, but you're going to get a better position or something. Because of somebody else's past action. It's like somebody's going to have to make this decision because they had to think the best way to keep you safe now, to keep you at harm at bay. the best way for you to feel like you have a chance or whatever is to do this. And plus, they know it's because that's they're wise enough to know that the person who's trying to do you wrong is going to have influence if you're still around. That same group, those same people. So they said, okay, now we got to do something different. hmm So it was like they didn't know what to do. For a minute, they didn't know what to do, but they knew that they had to move you somewhere differently. And so they said they was going to put you in a position. They're going to have to give you a better position. Okay? They have to give you a better position than what you have right now, so that you can always feel that you had your equal, your chance at upward mobility, you know. And then on top of that, they can't say that, you know, they didn't provide a safe place or a safe environment. I don't know how I'm feeling safe. Yeah, because here's the moon card. Like some type of, yeah, like they didn't provide, they can't say, you can't say they didn't provide a safe place, a safe something with some safety. hmm So they're going to have to just do you better. Like, you just bought a new stove, you take it home, you plug it in, or you hook it up to the gas line or whatever kind of stove it is. And next day, the sucker burn on, blow up or catch its on fire. And you like, wait, what? This sucker said it was new from the showroom, you know, straight from the floor. So they know they got to do you better. Oh, okay. Well, we gave you the X100. We needed to give you the X1000. Tell you what, there's a new one that came out. It's the X12000. That one we're going to hook you up for free. And we're going to clean up all that black little smudgy burnt shit off the walls, and replace those cabinets. We're going to do that too. And the floor and the sink. Yeah. And the countertops. And that, in fact, the whole kitchen, we're going to do all that. So don't you even worry about all that. But the important thing is, what we want you to do is get online and you let everybody know that you getting the new X12000. See, they know they got to come up with some type of kick-ass idea. They got to do something. They got to give you a better position than what they had before. I'm telling you, they got to. Well, we're moving on up to the east side, to a deluxe apartment in the sky. And the reason they said they could do this, because they did this shit before. They did this shit before. That's when somebody said, that's how we did that other shit. That's how we put an end to that other bullshit. We had to do this shit before, just to balance this shit out. Save ourselves from having to go to court and shit. So somebody, because of default, court default, they're about to get a new position. What's the message? Well, congratulations. Let us know when the pizza party is, because I want some. Yeah, something about somebody's action that they had towards you caused you to move forward, to get you a whole lot of money, because you was wise enough to know this was an opportunity that you need not sleep on. And they're so sad that they did that. They are so, they feel like, damn, I feel like shit. Why did I do that shit? And you looking like, oh, I know what you did. I know exactly. And yes, I'm telling. That's why they call me Truth. I'm telling it all. Right. What's the message? What is the message? Yeah, somebody didn't know. Somebody didn't know about something from the past. See, they didn't know. Oh, somebody didn't know that you went through this shit before in the past, and you knew what time it was, and that you would get you could get compensated for your pain. Mm-hmm. And you could see exactly. You saw exactly what somebody was trying to do. You saw exactly what someone. You was looking right at their ass, right at them, like this. Like, you think I don't see this? Come on, look at her face. She look like if you don't stop, if you don't, Herbert, if you don't stop. Mm-hmm. Now somebody hate they trying to figure out why did they make this decision. They trying to figure out why did they make this decision because it's fucking up with their money. Just a minute, Sasha. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's messing up with their money. You know, they thought they was going to get this opportunity, but they messed themselves up. Yep, because they did not use any discernment. You know, they was just trying to be all egotistical. They didn't use their discernment at all. But now, while they're thinking about shit clearly, now they clearly see they should have let that shit go. Funny how that happens, huh? Funny how that happens. Especially whenever they see clearly they not the empress. They can clearly see you, the empress. Now this person trying to think how they can be so nice to you, how they can diplomatically come to you, to you and turn this whole situation around, and now they want to work with you because they didn't get a good chance enough to snake you the first damn time, but now they want to work with you so they can deceive you again. And they hoping that you give them another chance so that they can snake you again. I think the company's like, no. Mm-mm. Because you do that, they surely will be able to celebrate your diabolical plan, and Lord knows how much money they're gonna get. They said now that shit would send us straight to bankruptcy. We don't even want to think about that shit. Because somebody they got this. You saw how they was looking. Maybe if they take that damn hat off, they won't look so mean. Yeah, they hate you because they ain't you. That's all that is. They hate you because they ain't you. They have a problem with you moving forward because they feel like you gonna make more traction than what they making. So they don't want you to be able to have no new opportunities, no forward movement, no nothing. They want all the opportunities to come to them. But see, someone don't understand that that's not logical. That you can't expect to win all the fucking time. That's a narcissist. That's not logic. That's a narcissist. You expect to win all the damn time. What's the message? Mm-hmm. Something about somebody, your money is coming up. You're about to get a big boost. Somebody else, they about to get a big goodbye. They did not get this victory like they thought they was going to get. Mm-hmm. All because they decided they didn't want to give to you. You know, they wanted to collaborate and do shit, behind the scenes, things that they didn't think was going to come back around to them, but it come right back around to them. It's almost like somebody threw a boomerang thinking it wasn't going to come right back. Boomerangs come right back to the one who throws it. That's how you know who threw the boomerang. Yeah. Somebody been working on something. Or maybe that means that they just lost their job. They lost their job, and the wheel of fortune is going in the opposite direction of what they wanted. They wanted people to have compassion for them, but I don't feel like people are, because they're thinking about what this person had invested in. I'm telling you, somebody that this emperor, like, nah, forget that. You can tell people that you used to work here. You can tell people that we used to hang out. You can tell people we used to know each other, but don't tell them we know each other now, please. Don't put me out there like that. We ain't in the same social circle, so hell no. I'm gonna let everybody know. No, we had to let that motherfucker go. That motherfucker was crazy. You talk about crazy, we talk about capital letters, CRA-Z. Crazy. Loony boony. Okay? Delulu. Delulu. Mm-hmm. And it's like, and that's why, we found that this high priestess, that was the one who was very nurturing. That was the one who knew how to get down and deserved to wear that crown. Not this old crazy ass motherfucker who we were sitting there thinking they was creating shit. What we didn't really see what they was doing. But now we see what they was doing, creating a whole bunch of trouble. So that's why we had to make the decision. Now we gotta close this chapter. We was like, no, we don't want what you selling no more. We don't want what you're cooking. We allergic to all that food, all of it, all them ingredients. Yep. Mm-mm. Yeah, that wheel of fortune. Yes. And now, see, for you, because of your compassion, because of your intuition, because of you allowing or you having faith that things are going to work out in your favor, the emperor now wants to invest in you. Now things are going forward in your favor, not the other person's favor. In fact, that other person is even finding it hard to find a new position. That they don't see nobody that want to work with them, nothing. And they know it's because they tried to create this tower in your life, which is why they're having this tower in their own life. hmm This person, they want to just hide from the world because they know that everybody knows the truth. They want to hide from the entire world because everybody knows the truth. And the fact is, how fast that information got around, that's the part that's embarrassing to them. How fast that shit went around. It was like somebody sprinkled some gasoline, then they went behind it with some kerosene, then they went behind it with some ethyl alcohol. I mean, all that shit. And then they had the nerve to light us to strike a match. I mean, that shit was like, yeah, that ace, like that. This is the match. I wasn't thinking about that. They are now. Well, they don't have no eyebrows left. That's all they can think about. They think that maybe they used too much. They shouldn't have used the rubbing alcohol. This person has hit rock bottom. Mm-hmm. What's the message? I keep hearing this bump, bump, bump. And I can't tell if it's like the people that's across the street back here, this working on their backyard. Or maybe that's what it is. Because, it's like when you buy a new house, it's just all dirt backyard. So you get to hire landscapers or you do it yourself. I hired landscapers. I was not doing this shit myself. Mm-hmm. This is somebody that could have an I, J, K, or L in their first, middle, last name. This could be a jealous sister of yours. This is somebody that you had to say, hey, don't make me show you how ruthless I can be. Because this person has showed you time and time again how ruthless they can be. But it's like you had to let them know, don't, out, no. You don't want to see how I can get down. I've been nice to you. I've been very cordial. I've been very sweet, but you do not want me to show you how I can get down. Yes, they played everyone in the end. Confirmation. And this shit is over. This shit is over. Because God said God is not even allowing this no more. Hey, Courtney. Well, you know what? I live in a house, so there's nobody above me, not unless they got the ladder and they're going up there. But that's not it. So it's got to be the neighbors back there because they got this big thing. You go boom, 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 boom to get the ground all even. What's the message, Spirit? Yeah, somebody feel like they're stranded on an island alone. Mm-hmm. And they a little nervous because they know that this is the dumbest move ever. Now they want to spin the block because they know that freedom is in the truth. Mm-hmm. Now they want to spin the block. I'm telling you, tell them no. No, no, no. Especially you're about to start your brand new year. You have something good that's coming. Stand in those convictions. Allow this person or this coven, this group to get spiritual street justice, and you just go back to work doing what you do. You woke folk, be woke. Okay, stay in hermit mode. Stay to yourself. And they feel isolated. Maybe somebody's in hermit mode because they feel isolated. But you know what? Maybe you can look at it and see how the humor in it all or something. But they hate you because they ain't you. We said that before. They hate you because they ain't you. What else? That's too much. I'll take this a little bit. Yep, someone feels betrayed and stressed. And now they're ready to talk. Now they're ready to sing like a canary. They need to apologize, as loud as their disrespect was. Maybe somebody just need to hug a tree. Just like somebody needs to get grounded. Yeah, until you are authentic in others, until you are authentic, you won't see it in others. There's somebody that thought you was blind, deaf, and dumb. And see, they was a willing participant in their own demise. Whereas, you was released and then you was like, dear John, this shit not working for me. I want us to be apart. Like, no, you ain't hurting me. I want you to leave, or I want to leave. Somebody realized after you left, that's whenever they started hitting, that shit went to rock bottom, because at that point all curses were canceled. It's something about this creep vibes card that I keep seeing it. It don't drop, but I kept seeing it. It's like there's somebody that gives you creep vibes. Mm-hmm. Like something about this person was wild, like untangled. Like something about this person was just creepy. Mm-hmm. What else, Spirit? Anything else? Yeah, somebody wants some compassion. They want to sit there and say, maybe the devil whispered in my child's ear. That's the reason my child this. Now somebody wants some compassion. It's the same person that they want some constant attention to. This could be an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. hmm But as usual, you surprise yourself. Maybe you surprise them too. Anything else? Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is somebody who married her pedophile adult boyfriend, but that person been cheating for years. Okay? Well, here you are. You are in your divinity. Damn. And you're spiritually tapped in. Damn, this is pretty rough. You 14, 15, you get married to your pedophile adult boyfriend who's 20s or whatever. And then, so you didn't give up your whole life for that. And his ass been cheating? What the fuck is wrong with you for standing? Whatever. It ain't my life. This is a non-judgmental zone over here, I guess. Damn, I'm just saying. I wouldn't have done it. But you like it, I love it. You like it, I love it. Anything else, Spirit? Anything else? Yeah. Somebody getting karma. Mm-hmm. Somebody is getting karma because they are finally dealing with it and realizing that you sit on God's right hand side where they should have been trying to sit. They should have been trying to sit in the front row with you instead of trying to sit in the back row with all the little devils and the classroom clowns. They should have been trying to learn something like you was learning something so they could be spiritually tapped in instead of learning the wrong thing. They was trying to learn like that you was learning how to align your chakras and listen to and what it sound like when God talking to you, and about the whisper, and about feeling your feelings and loving you. You was learning all that shit, and they was back in the back learning how to like do this shit and make it seem like it sound like they farting, or how they can lean to the left or lean to the right and fart, or stupid shit like that. It's all in what you did, all in what you feel was important. And that's what they felt was important. But now they all out of gas. Every time they do that, it's a wet shit that come out. They don't like that. And they walking around doing that, and people are like, what the fuck are you doing? Plus they smell their hand, their hands stink because their underarms is all funky like a monkey. Now they understand they chose the wrong road. They chose the wrong fucking thing to entertain themselves. So, all right, y'all, I'm going to leave it right there. Thank you so very much. I love you all. I might get on here maybe around midnight or so. Just depends on how hard I sleep whenever I fall asleep after I eat. How much itis I get after I get the itis from eating the food I'm about to eat. Then I may jump on here. I don't know. We'll see. Fingers crossed. Bye now. Thank you so much for your support, and I love you all.